Hi, everyone. Welcome to Grow Big TV. See, well, Corky's not here right now. She's in Florida. Yeah, we got to see these pics. She is like, she's like a lobster. Boom! It's the Marshmallow Man. Welcome in. Welcome in. So this morning, I just went to the chiropractor, got some soil. Hey, Terry, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. So if you guys ever see those bastard tomato seeds anywhere, let me know. Because Terry here, she needs some bastard tomato seeds. And we're going to talk tomato seeds today, too. So, well, I got all my peppers started. Now I got to do my tomatoes. So we're going to go over some tomatoes that uh, maybe I'll grow, maybe I won't grow. And we'll see what's going on in the chat. So people are starting to come on in. It's so good to see you. It's actually going to be about 70 degrees in New Jersey today. 75. Make it 75. It could be 80. Who knows? They don't know. But it's beautiful outside right now. I should be outside, but I got to get my seed started. And next week, I got to get my taxes done. So, it takes I don't have that much time during the week. So I got to get stuff done. And I got to get these tomatoes started like now because time is the essence. And I still got to start my peas and everything. I'm going to make some videos and different ways how I plant things that other people don't. And because microbes are the most important thing. Microbes, microbes, microbes. And now the United States and ag world are finally starting to get into how successful microbes are. And that we don't need these fertilizers and all these chemicals and everything else. That's the reason why we always talk about compost tea. And I'm going to show you guys how I make my compost tea. And I plan on using it every single week. Every single Saturday, I'll be using my compost tea. And if I have time during a week, I'm going to add it too. Why not add some more? Can't have enough microbes in the garden. There's Dr. Paula Ruffin. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I asked Dr. Paula come on a channel today, but she got a lot of stuff to do, and so she's going to be on in the very near future. So that's going to be so awesome. The chiropractic world are amazing people, and what people are going to realize is all the backlashes thinking they're wackos or quacks. They're starting to realize, and they're not. And so and Dr. Paula is an amazing, amazing woman and so beneficial for your health. I just really hope you guys go follow her lives. I miss her lives. I miss live. I miss everybody's lives. But I made it a point for once I got introduced to Dr. Paula to go watch her lives. And it was right in my world. I was like, oh, it was like an energizer. Like, I'm energized. I can't wait she's on. And now I'm driving a bus and I'm like, whoop, whoop, whoop. So make sure you guys, 37 in Nevada. I think I read that right. High 55. That's low. I got you. So I'm really looking forward to having Dr. Paula on. She was, she's, she has a whole story to tell me about working in a new orchard by, Luke, my gardener. So I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to say. So I'm going to take you to IB Organics. Hopefully you guys check this. IB Organics is one of my favorite fertilizers to use, and it has the macronutrients. So I'm just going to play this video, and let's see what it says here.
IV Organic all-purpose fertilizers provide your plants with everything they need to have the most productive, fruitful, and longest-lasting life. Our fertilizers offer all plants, including your fruit trees, vegetables, ornamentals, flowers and roses, in-ground or potted, young and established, the 6 macronutrients that every plant needs to thrive. Macronutrients are elements that plants need in abundance and include nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, sulfur, and of course, calcium. Nitrogen gives plants that dark, rich green color and promotes growth. Phosphorus helps fruits and flowers grow in abundance, plus aids in drought tolerance. Potassium helps plants be resistant to diseases while supporting root development and strength. Magnesium helps make up the heart of the chlorophyll molecule, which is responsible for photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert water and carbon dioxide using light energy from the sun into sugar molecules. Sulfur helps turn those pale green plants into that beautiful, dark, rich green color we all love to see, and is necessary to optimize the plant's metabolic processes. And of course, calcium, which is the building block of all plants' cell walls. IV Organic all-purpose fertilizers have it all in both the super and premium blend products, although the super blend will have a higher percentage of those macronutrients, plus azomite, which is derived from volcanic ash deposit, and offers your plants plenty of micronutrients too. And as always, this product can be added directly to the soil as a foliar feed or as a supplement to your compost tea. I'm Mitch Ross, product manager, and I'm proud to be a part of the IV Organics team since early 2020, developing tens of thousands of our organic, effective, USA-made products to help you maximize the productivity, health, and life of all your plants and trees. Remember, like and subscribe, and as always, share this lesson with your gardening friends and family. Keep growing with IV Organics, and wishing you all happy gardening.
So that's IV Organics. What a great company! What a great owner! He's so helpful. I can't say enough about that product. So there's Janice, and also there's sunburn on those plants. It's like if I planted right now and got sunburn, that's sun skull. Let me see if I have it on me. Hold on. Boom. This stuff is absolutely amazing. Protection against and damaging sunburn, insects, and rodents. Aren't those three things that, if you're talking about sunburn, insects, and rodents, when you start your plants, that's the number one thing that things get destroyed by. So, sunburn for me, and peppers and tomatoes when I plant them, because we get 60, we all 60 to 50s and 60s for a while, then all of a sudden 80 pops up. And man, all those tomatoes and peppers are, they're delayed for 2 or 3 weeks because they got some sunburn on it. You put some of that stuff on it, boom. And you're talking about insects, when your spring comes and all the insects are coming out, that stuff helps grow a healthier start, a healthier plant. And that's what you want for a successful season. So I highly recommend this product right here by IV Organics. All right. So next I'm going to go to our LinkedIn page. And there's Matt Powers. Matt's amazing, man. Let me get my glasses on before we talk about a little bit about tomatoes. How do you measure with a microscope? So when he's going his lives, he was giving one of these away for free, by the way. So go check out Matt Powers. Ohio Organics. That's also, there's so many organizations within your state. For example, Ohio Organics Council. You live over in Ohio, you should follow these things. Because you'll learn a lot during the process of a year. If you put stuff in your pocket, you'll learn a lot about even just composting. Healthy composting recognized as agriculture. And composting should start with our kids because it's 60 years of people being neglected. If you grow up with it, your composting becomes easy. And it is easy, but it should start when you're little, and it should just be just like getting a drink of water, right? Hold on, I gotta pause this for a second. Janice, welcome in, Janice. It's so good to see you. So good to see you, Janice. Let me see. All these things with the microscope, with what's going under the ground, is absolutely amazing. Let's listen. What this below our scanning electron microscope image of porous nature of biochar. Biochar and compost is becoming the biggest thing, and you're going to see it continue to grow. We probably pretty much brought it out in the public a lot more in the last year, and we're going to continue doing it. Um, Biochar is such an amazing building block for your ground, but never put a lot of it in. It's not like you just pour it one time and that's it. You got to use it every single year. Use it with compost to charge that up. Let's see what we else got. What's going on here? Our big project is beekeeping rehabilitation program aimed at to revitalize and beekeeping practice on the island. Now, I wish I could have bees at my house. I'm scared I've got bees. You can see me. I'll be like the marshmallow. I'll be like the big puff marshmallow man with those big suits if I had one of those with the bees. But my wife's allergic to bees, and there's no way I'm having it at my house. Maybe somewhere else, but not in my house. We have enough bees, which is a great thing. Rehabilitation project for bees. That's very important. Now, cover crops. We're going to really cover crops late summer and the fall, because the research that's coming about that, just like now, they just had a huge study on cover crops. And people are like, oh, I don't understand. I still don't understand why the soil is so healthy. And I got to find that report. Actually, I was trying to find that report a little while ago, and I couldn't find it. I've saved it up on my phone. And the reports are absolutely mind-blowing using cover crops and how healthy people are growing their food by implementing this system. Can you grow disease-resistant plants without a single drop of fungicide? Yes, you can. Let's see what this pyramid says. So this is by Amelia. The plant health. Ooh, new post. I can't wait to see what new post I get. This is so awesome. LinkedIn is so awesome. Let me just go on a little bit. Oh, look at this. Fluorescence. Look at the color, guys. Look at the algae. Now, using color has been one of the biggest things with microscopes to see things like that. Seeing activity. Join the clean energy revolution with BioCall. Call for speakers and posters at the 2025 North American Biochar Conference. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Ready, set, go. I'm really thinking about starting to get into going to not just going to conferences, but speaking at conferences. And also, hey, Gil, welcome to see you. So good to see you, buddy. But talking about certain things with Grow Big TV, and but time's an essence. Time's everything right now. Trying to figure out my schedule, how the bus system works in my company, and trying to get it because I just can't take off work. So, but if there's a time where I could talk somewhere and get my PowerPoint down, I'll definitely do it. Let's look at that. That's not soil. That just looks like dirt. And the changes are all over the world that have started to change too. That we're changing the way the world grows their food in a healthy way too. It's just taken way too long. Live tomorrow. That was 1 week ago. Let me see what new post. Now we're going to have, this is perfect. Thank you, Michael. This is perfect because we're going to have Michael on. So Michael's going to come on hopefully soon in the near future. Blue Sky Wood Vinegar. Let me click on that. Now this stuff is absolutely amazing. A constant biostimulant for plants and soil of all kinds, mimics the natural current stimulation effect of natural post-forest fire growth. Its rich smoky aroma does double duty as a natural repellent for insects and various fungal diseases. This stuff is, we're going to talk to Michael about this because I definitely got to get this somehow, some way in the next year. So this is what it does. Wood vinegar is a natural liquid made of the production of biochar through a process called pyrolysis. It contains many organic compounds and is used to boost the activity of beneficial microbes. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. Anything that deals with microbes, start getting into it. Start learning anything with microbes. Because all this chemical stuff, stop. Microbes. Worm castings, and stuff like this. The wood vinegar. So it's used to boost activity of beneficial microbes, enhancing plant and soil health without the reliance on synthetic chemicals. This is what you want. It serves multiple purposes, acts as a biostimulant, protects plants from insects and fungal diseases, stimulates seed germinations, balances soil pH factors, and has many other uses. So, yeah, I would have to get the small one. Let me see what a gallon. Wow, that's a lot of money. PayPal for interest rates, $59. Anybody want to give me money for PayPal? Anyway, this stuff is absolutely amazing. And we're going to talk to Michael about that. I can't believe that just popped up like that. That's amazing. Okay, here we go. So this Matt's season starts like any time now. Okay, so let's play this quick.
If your compost was actually doing its job, what if you could verify if the inoculants, the mycorrhizal inoculants, biofertilizers, are actually worth the money spending on them? It is all possible. And it's all things you can learn in the Regenerative Soil Microscopy 20-week online course. If you want to learn how to not just understand your soil, but to see that the things you're doing are actually working, that the money that you're going to spend or have spent was worth it, so you don't get fooled again. This is the pathway. We need holistic testing, we need holistic microscopy, and we need to combine them in a new methodology, regenerative soil microscopy. I hope you join us. I'm Matt Powers. Grow abundantly, learn daily, and live regeneratively. I'll see you soon.
So that's Matt Powers. Matt's new season starts up, so go join. Or just watch his YouTube and put some comments down there. I mean, you'll learn so much about the soil and a lot of other things by Matt Powers. Welcome in, Prepper 101. Now, Matt also had this interview with one of the top people in the whole world, and it's on YouTube. It's John Kempf. I'm just going to play a little snippet here. John is so far out of the league, but I always like listening to him. Some people say he's boring, but don't take it. When you think it's boring, that's when you got to start to embrace it. And that's what I try to do. When I listen to somebody and it's like, man, what does he even talk about? That's when you got to start to embrace. And that's what I think when I talk to John, when I listen to John, it's like, man, that guy's so brilliant. So let's take a couple minutes and let's see what's John Kempf's interview with, Matt Powers' interview with John Kempf.
But think about it's easy to lose sight of what that means.
Yeah.
So if you just visualize a soil aggregate, a soil crumb that is comprised of 3 or 4 dozen soil particles that range from sand, silt, clay, and you have this crumb that's built together. The reality is the outside of that crumb, we look at soil that has this rich chocolate cake texture, and we see the outside of all the crumbs. Inside that crumb, unless that soil is really dry, inside that crumb is completely saturated it's not 20 or 30% field capacity. The inside of that crumb is fully saturated with soil. It is wet. It's loaded with water. There are no air bubbles inside an aggregate. Here, I'm talking to the guy who has a microscope and can refute me in a matter of seconds. But so we need to think about our microbes are living in a saturated environment inside, at a microscopic level, inside stable soil aggregates. That's what he was trying to communicate, is that soil microbes are essentially in a subaquatic environment. And that's the environment we need to begin managing and thinking about. I say we need to begin managing. Actually, we don't need to manage it. We just need to facilitate it. It'll manage itself.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We can literally go and see diatoms. We can see rotifers. We can see all these things in soils that are really healthy or in a high water table like mine. So I see diatoms. I see all these like aquatic pond life kind of things. I see algae. What was actually fascinating was I saw algae and I was like, oh, I'm in an aquatic area. And then later I learned, like, you know, yeah, Meredith, right? You know Meredith, like NC algae, and soil algae. It's like algae is endophytic. So plants, in so many different ways, are missing. This is what I wanted to say. Actually, going back to way earlier in the conversation, my understanding of the world that we live in is the soils used to be way more acidic because the land used to hold way more water. The I mean, you look at California, you have all the yellow
Yep.
invasive mustard, which is acting as a fumigant, shifting everything to more oxidized, more alkaline. That effect is happening everywhere as we're drying out the groundwater, drying out the surface water. We're desertifying quite literally. And
I have a
so,
question for you, Matt. Just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Do you think that having more water circulating in the environment was as acidifying when you had good fungal populations that were holding mineral levels stable in the soil environment?
well, it would of course depend upon the minerals. I mean, in Montana, it's going to be acidic, but you go to other areas, there's going to be just like here in Texas, you're going to liberate more limestone from the base, so it'll make it more alkaline. Even as you acidify with more water.
No, but let me expand on my question. Today we have this expectation that nutrients will stratify out with acidic rain. Well, not even just acidic rain, both rainfall generally. We see calcium release at the surface, and the expectation is that over time, calcium will precipitate out. I'm of the understanding that when you have very healthy soil fungal populations and good soil structure, they will remobilize those nutrients and you don't get the same degree of acidification, or I shouldn't say acidification, stratification, nutrient stratification. Is that correct?
That's an interesting idea. So let me see if I got this right. So we're saying that, what do you mean by stratification?
Well, the old agronomy textbooks used to talk about how nutrients would settle out into different layers in the soil. The very top layers, the soil surface, you would have potassium and phosphorus accumulate. And then calcium would be something like layer 10. And so these layers would occur at different depths depending on what that native soil geology
Okay,
looked
so
like.
my
Sometimes
understanding is
calcium-
different from that because I come from like a much more organic world. So I was taught about worms. The way I go about things, my default is go, well, how did it happen in nature? This is where like my permaculture and agriculture world kind of overlap. And so I'm like, well, there's the, like, I think agiic worms, right? The ones that go like
Yep.
really, really deep and they're pulling from the bottom to the top.
Right.
And all of them are doing this. And some of them cycles are like this, but then they link to this cycle that's doing this and then listen. And so it's like everything's in a chain that is exchanging from above, below with above, and with the roots, everything changes. So if you have a good root structure, if you've got a good soil, you can completely change the stratification and create this non-uniform, non-layered profile from what I've seen.
Exactly.
So I've melted profiles. So I've seen that profile, and then I've begun to do lactic acid bacteria.
Now, I find that fascinating. because everything is done by layers. So when everything's done by layers, right? How do you transport everything together, right? How does the stuff from the bottom go to the top and well, everything's a transportation system. So when you have this transportation system that Matt was saying with the worms, well, that's your transport system and everything that's going underneath. Because sometimes you could have, for example, your San Marzano's tomato seeds, right? And you know how they get, that white stuff at the end, and all of a sudden you get like all, and like, why? I thought they had the calcium. I thought they had the calcium. Well, it's because they never reached down to that root system and that pathway. You need that pathway for everything. That's the reason why compost is so awesome. So, and layers are so awesome, but you need that transportation system to add to everything. So that's the reason why worms are so important. It helps with that pathway. All right. So enough of that. So some of the tomato seeds I'm growing because I got to grow. I've got to start now. I got so much stuff to do, guys, because I still got to plant my potatoes. And when we use green sand, I got a nice presentation all lined up. I haven't been out there. So I just get my seed. You could grab a potato from the store that you could trust. But these, you get these for $2 at Walmart right now. It's just your regular seed potatoes. It's the only thing I would buy at a Walmart for. Like you buy those strawberries, they're not going to grow for you. If they do grow, good thumbs up to you. Tend to get the asparagus. Maybe not. They're just laid up in the store and nothing's fresh. But the seed potatoes, you can see they're, they got the little spuds there. There you go, spuds. Anyway, and for $2, it's not that bad. I would not grab any of these if they didn't have the little rootsies on some of them. So, not bad. I grew them in the past and had success. And 50% off, not bad. All right, some tomatoes I'm growing. And let's see what we could grow. So, some of these tomatoes is because of names I'm going to grow. And let's go with that. I hate wearing glasses. I really hate wearing glasses. We'll start off with the fun tomato. I like to have fun. Why not have a fun tomato? And wait till you see a fun tomato. So I gave these away when I was originally starting. And I gave that many seeds away. This grows like a cigar as a tomato. Or something else I'm not going to say here. I'm also going to grow the sugar pud. Yeah, the sugar pud. No, this is not a perverted channel, but I like growing fun names. And I can't wait to grow the sugar pud because can't wait to say sugar pud 10 times in the broadcast. And I have another fun tomato to grow. What else am I going to grow? Oh, that's a tomato. And see, it has a little tip at the end, a little like a nipple. So that's a tomato de Barro Royal. So I'm going to be growing that tomato. Let's see what else. Because some of these tomatoes. Uncle Al's in the house. Welcome, Uncle Al. Love Uncle Al. Black cherry tomato. I'm definitely growing this plant. Black cherry. I have had huge success in my garden. This is going to be tough to narrow these tomatoes down. This is going to be really, really, really tough. The black cherry has always been a very healthy tomato in my region. I had great success with these seeds. And boom, can't wait to grow them. The gold medal. Now, this is a huge tomato. It's a 2-pound tomato. Classic look, a low acid flavor. So you have acid problems. Hey, maybe you should be growing a gold medal. And these kind of tomatoes are low in acid. And that's what you want. If you have stomach problems. Let me see. Be growing the black crim tomato. Beautiful plant. Black crim. And my gardener seeds, great germination rates. Boom. Now this will be the first time I'm growing this seed. It is the pink fang tomato. I'm going to give that a try. The pink fang. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this in my pile where I'm not sure if I'm going to grow it. So I'll put that one on the side. Rob's here. Welcome in, Rob. So good to see you. Go check out Rob's channel. Rob's an amazing man. Let me see. Got the red ox heart tomato. I'm going to put this one on my maybe. I'm going to have a huge maybe pile and a grow pile. We'll see. We'll see how we go from here. Because I have 800 varieties of tomatoes. I'm not going over all of them here. We'll be here for all night. But just what I have right here. I have Brandywine. Got to grow the Brandywine tomato. When you notice about Brandywine, if you're growing in cow manure and a lot of manure, you get some really, really huge tomatoes. So that's what the Brandywine. This is Black Creme. I'll put that there. This is Geranium Kiss. I'm not growing this, but maybe I'll grow this more in fall, late summer start, and grow this in the fall. So let me just put this in the pile. You're going to see a lot of varieties of tomatoes. A lot of tomato seed companies. This is Alice's Dream Tomato. Definitely growing that. That's definitely in my grow pile. I'm definitely growing. I'm also going to grow the Kellogg's Breakfast Tomato. Again, a low acid tomato. I like having my 2, 3, 4 tomato sandwiches a day. Gotta have low in acid somewhere. So people are starting to come on in. Welcome in, everybody that's starting to come on in. You're more than welcome to come here. Grow Big TV. Corky will be back next week. Welcome to Bushcraft. She's in Florida. Corky's in Florida right now. So we're looking forward to getting this channel up and running. Just trying to keep it going for a little while. I'm also growing, you talking about yellow pineapple tomato. So I'm growing a pineapple tomato. Boom. Trying to get through these a little quicker. I also have the tomatoes, the Super Steak Hybrid. I'm not going to be growing this. I'll put this one to the side. I'll be growing the Indigo Apple. So, Baker's Creek Seeds, great seed company. I'm definitely growing the Indigo Apple tomato. Let's see what else I got. Jersey Devil. I'm going to try to grow as many tomatoes known Jersey names. So this is Jersey Devil. I plan to start selling seeds this year to make a couple extra dollars. And it's going to be Garden State Seeds. So Garden State Seeds. So, and we're also going to try to sell some seeds for Grow Big TV of some of those huge tomatoes and some other huge vegetables. So that's how we're going to grow from there. Oh, I got a thank you. Oh, that's nice. What else we got? We got red large cherry tomato. That's interesting. They call it a cherry and grape tomato. Red cherry, it's just a huge tomato, but it's a little oval too. So I can see the point. So there's different types of red cherry. So we're definitely growing that. Don't need too many of those plants, that's for sure. The carbon tomato, another black tomato. So this is the carbon. Look how meaty, guys. I like that. I don't like stuff with lots of seeds. I wish gotta grow the seed that has the happy face in it. That's always the best ones to grow. Because every time you have a tomato sandwich, how could you be sad if you cut into a smiley face? Tomato pink bumblebee. I'll definitely be growing that. I like that kind of taste of a tomato. It's just one of my favorites. There's the Jersey Devil. Now, the thing with the Jersey Devil, I didn't say before, is they're not very abundant. They grow great tomatoes, great sized tomatoes, but it's not an abundant plant. And that's the one thing after growing this several years. And that's the only thing I don't like about it. I'm definitely growing a Chadwick cherry. So you notice all these companies, Mountain Valley Seed. So this is Chadwick cherry. I'm going to be growing this tomato. It's actually the Mickey Mouse tomato. No, that doesn't look like Mickey Mouse. That's what your tomato looks like. A little smaller kind of tomato. I like the name, Mickey Mouse. So like I have always said, I'm always about names. So it has a good name. I want to grow it. I'm not growing the hybrids. So this is the Big Daddy hybrid. Maybe I'll grow that at my sister's house. We'll see. There's not a picture of a black cherry, but it's not that kind of black cherry. It's in my gardener seeds. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we already started growing that. Let me see. Oh, Alice's stream that I said were grown before. That's what that cherry looks like. I'm going to be growing seeds actually from 2007 this year. And I can't wait to see if they actually grow, if I get them germinating. But I think we will. The Bodacious hybrid. This is a tomato that should have very good success. Never had. So we're going to try a container of that this year. Let's see what else we got. Aunt Ruby's German green tomato. So I'll just be growing one plant of that. Because that's all you really need. Have green tomato, huge tomato. I'll be growing this definitely. Necessary size tomato. A nice, look at that, nice looking tomato, right? Almost looks, well, I ain't gonna say what it looks like, but necessary size. Okay, let's see what else next. A San Marzano tomato. I can smell that tomato from here. Time to make the sauce. This is a hybrid. I will not grow too many Sun Gold. If I do the hybrids, it's because I'm putting them outside of my house to sell. Sun Gold is one of the best tomatoes you could grow. Hold on. Just got a message. Got to answer this quick. Okay. What else I got? Oh, I'm definitely growing this tomato. It is the Moon Glow tomato. Yeah. Makes me happy. That makes me happy. I'll be only growing one. This tomato, I'm only growing one. Let me see. No GMO killer tomatoes. That's what Uncle Al's talking about, is that purple tomato. If I do, I am going to grow the purple tomato, but it's not going to be in my property. It'll be at my sister's property. And we're going to have him on again. And I thought that was an awesome interview to listen to. So if you want to learn about GMOs and a purple tomato, go check out that interview on Grow Big TV. And, what's all about, I'm all about learning everything. And our next interview with them is going to be some tough questions. So I hope you guys could check that out. So this is a spoon tomato. They're so small and so abundant. The thing is by the time you pick them, it's like, wow, they're already like starting to go already, because there's so many on the branch. One side of the branch is all right, other side's not. So you got to try to get those tomatoes off. I like the taste. I love the taste. Great for a little quick snack. Got to put them in a solo cup, take it to work, boom, eat them all day. Spoon tomato. So that's a yes. I'll be growing a pink boar. I actually gave these out in the seeds too. when I was selling seeds. So I'll be growing the pink boar. Same thing with Northern Lights. I'll be growing Northern Lights. The Rutgers 250. Now this is after the Rutgers 250 tomato came out. They came out with this version after their anniversary of the next tomato. And it's never really get out there too much. I don't know the reason why. I think people were expecting bigger productions from the regular Rutgers and didn't get the same results. There we go. Great little tomato. Uncle Al grew spoon tomato. Great little tomato. Spoon tomatoes are great for picking. See, there you go. And there's so many tomatoes, guys, after that. Uncle Al said, Gil says, I have 25 Mountain Princess tomatoes that are a couple inches tall and 6-inch pots. Yeah, I'm just starting my tomatoes now because we could have a frost here all the way till end of May. So I plan on planting somewhere around after Mother's Day. So around, say, May 20th, something like that. So the plants will be about 6-7 weeks old. I'm starting today. I got to get my tomatoes tomorrow. Always, there's 16 trays of peppers right there times 72, and I'm going to have 16 trays of tomatoes. And everything else I'm trying to start outside, like your peas and stuff like that. And we'll have a video of that sometime soon. Maybe today. No, maybe not today. Striped Roman. I'm definitely growing that tomato. This is San Marzano, just a different type. That's the Chadwick Cherry. Oh, this is interesting. That's eggplant. That's the reason why. Look at that tomato. I'm like, oh, I've never seen that one before. German pink. I like German tomatoes. That's German. Look at the size of that. German pink. Korean long. I'm only growing one plant of that. So be growing because I'm trying to get as many varieties as I can tomatoes. Tomatoes. So usually I'm gonna grow between 3 and 6 plants of each kind. If they all germinate, it's great. Then I put 2 or 3 seeds in each planting call. So depending on what the germination rate is, because these are a little older, I'm not buying any. I'm not buying any new seeds this year. So everything I'm using from previous year. So 2 seeds, 2 or 3 seeds. Well, it's usually 2 seeds, and another one adds in there. It just gets in there. And if they're growing, I pick it out and start in the plant. So it's all good. So Korean long. So it's one of those piles where enough I really want to grow it. But nothing wrong with growing a plant. Black Prince. Definitely growing this. The Black Prince tomato. German Johnson, huge tomato. I love growing this tomato. Great success here. Again, the bigger tomato, you want to use that compost tea. You might want to make sure that cow manure and all that stuff's in your. If you want microbes, microbes help the plant process everything underground. So I hope everybody's starting to get about microbes. Microbes, that helps you with your transportation system of everything, all your soil underneath. The transport to make those big tomatoes. Okay, that's bodacious. Put that to the left. Large red cherry. I got so many varieties. This is a mess in here. Orange hat. That's going to be growing that in the fall. So I put that to the side. Nothing's organized here, by the way. I had these upstairs, and I'm like, I got 5 minutes before my show. Let me bring them downstairs. I'm just happy I got my peppers started. Super Sweet 100. A very abundant plant. Very good tasting tomato. I highly recommend anyone growing it. Man, the one thing I noticed, I got a lot of duplicates in this pile. Maybe it's the wrong pile. Manitoba tomato. Definitely growing a Manitoba tomato. Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Check out the Mary's Heirloom Seeds interview. What Uncle Al say? Uncle Al says, frost, flash floods, wildfires, storms, tornadoes. Yeah, we battle on all. Make sure you stick those tomato plants up really good. Rob, I potted all my tomatoes last week. Perfect, Rob. You're 2 weeks ahead of me. Oh no, big bug problems. Ate my first batch of seedlings. Oh no, Uncle Al. Those rodents. Oh, awesome. Bushcraft found making his own biochar. So check out Kelby Wilson, and she'll teach you a lot about anything with biochar. Let me see. Where's her book? It's actually right here. Wilson, the Biochar Handbook. Highly recommend it. But it is expensive. So if you find a discount, get the discount. Otherwise, go on YouTube. Go check out Kelby Wilson, and then her garden's amazing. Biochar is so important, but you got to have the building blocks with it. You got to put everything in the building block, I should say. I like using the word biochar as the building block, but got to have other effects to it too. So if you do biochar the wrong way, it's not going to work as good as you think. Make sure you put your layers. Here's the blinded tomato. I'll be definitely growing a blinded tomato, and you're not going to have me say that. That's like me talking Hebrew or Yiddish. I can't get the words out. It's like what's the word? Good night. Get the night. I can't say these words. I'll be growing one Brandywine yellow plant. That's it. I'm trying to grow over 300 varieties of tomatoes. So, which is about 500 plants total. So we'll see what we can do. Brandywine pink. Definitely grown Brandywine pink. German lunchbox. I had a lot of success with the German lunchbox. They're just very small. It's very small tomatoes. Thorburns terracotta. Look yummy. That's meaty. Give me some meat for that tomato. Thorburns terracotta tomato. A blue beauty. So you got to make sure when you're growing these plants, they deserve the love. If you're out there thinking you're just going to put a tomato plant and just water it once in a while, it doesn't grow the way you want. If you love the plant will love you back. Let me see. Bushcraft family uses rabbit poop and mixed to infuse the biochar. That's perfect. Rabbit poop immediately goes right into use right away. That's what's great about rabbit poop. And using it with biochar, that's a good mix. Not many people have said anything about rabbit poop and biochar, but I love that Bushcraft family uses that because I can see that that's a really good mix. But Bushcraft family, you should promote that. I think they should promote it like right now. You can make a lot of money on that, especially with the scientifics with that. And if you use the rabbit poop with like worm castings with it for the microbes. Again, microbes, right? So you're adding the rabbit poop and the worm castings with the biochar. You might have a good winner there. Actually, what am I thinking? I'm thinking here. Boom! Maybe I should be doing that too. Hurry up before I do it. Sun Gold Select 2. So there you got the Sun Gold and Sun Gold Select 2. I'm going to grow those. I think I should grow them near each other. Let me see what we got here. Again, names, guys. I'm all about names. Tomato Paradise Pleasure. Paradise Pleasure. Sounds good to me. Everybody needs a little pleasure sometime in their life. And a tomato sandwich would do that for me. Let me see. Man, I got a lot of organizing to do with these tomatoes because it's a mess. Lucy 2103. Oh, it's a hybrid. Whoop. How can a hybrid be organic and everything like that? You know what's amazing? We're going to talk about somebody about the organic gardening, the whole entire history of it, and we're lining up that interview. And because everybody labelizes organic differently, and it shouldn't be that way. It should be one organic definition, not 20,000 to make it like they could profit off of it. So wrong, so wrong. We talked about the pink bumblebee. Here's the purple bumblebee. Now look at that. Very aromatic plant, by the way. I had that plant grow to 7 feet tall, and you just smelled. It was like amazing. I'll be growing one plant of these. We gave a lot of these away last year. Principal Bourget. Very small. Good tomato, a good solid tomato. Hungarian heart. Now, the Oxheart types of tomatoes have a little different flavor than other ones. I believe these are a sweeter tomato with Oxhearts. A regular beefsteak tomato. Again, use the manure. Use that manure. Or find the ways to get microbes in in your soil. And using that compost tea is so important. Mammies, or mommy or mammy. I say mammy because that's what it looks like to me. Mammy Brown's tomato. Awesome heirloom tomato. Whoa, tomatoes are flying here. Here's the sunrise tomato. Now, with the sunrise tomato, to me, they didn't have the same germination rates. This is a lot tougher tomato for me to grow. And Uncle Al is right. Soil temperatures must be 68 degrees for proper germination. So I grow on heat mats. Everything I grow on heat mats for at least 2-3 weeks. And once they start growing at a faster rate, I turn the heat off. Some people grow their tomatoes just like once they germinate and they shut off. I like to grow at least 2-3 weeks. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, welcome in, Jennifer. Welcome in. Looking forward to growing these this year. The Basque Blue Bumblebee. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tomato. Now this tomato I haven't had great success with, and I haven't seen it on the market in a long time, but I want to bring it back. A tomato Illini Star. Let me see what date it says. 2017. Whoa, a long time ago. Even though it still feels like yesterday, 2017. 26 right now. Won't be gardening anytime soon. I want to start. Well, I'm just starting, Jennifer. So don't feel so. You got to see how much cleanup I still got to do in my backyard. I have fences that are down. It's a mess back there. There's no asparagus sprouting up yet. And my strawberries, I got to find them through the weeds. I got a lot of work to do. So we talk about the boar tomato. Here's a different boar tomato. It's the large barred boar. Beautiful color. Look at that. I got a lot of black trim and Jersey Devil tomatoes. Never realized I even had that many. The Abe Lincoln tomato. What year is this tomato? Oh, but that's the Abe Lincoln. Hopefully I get a couple of those seeds to work. That's odd. When you see an 85% germination rate on tomato, usually it's above like 95. So we'll see how those germinate because they're really old. That's Paradise Pleasure. Giannini. So red plum tomato. Interesting. Heritage tomato seeds. I love heritage seeds. It won't be grown as tomato or maybe at my another house, but it's a hybrid cherry baby. Hey, cherry baby. Do 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 do. Cherry baby. Definitely grown aroma tomato. Regular aroma. Green zebra tomato. Definitely growing that. It's rare. When I like seeing green tomatoes, I like the green one with other like stuff infused with it. This is the Cloudy Day hybrid. So meanwhile, I might as well start a hybrid and see if I can give those out to other people and not grow where I want to grow. Nothing wrong with the hybrid tomato, by the way. Tomato Castelluto Genovese. I gave a lot of DC packets away over the years. It's amazing how many tomatoes I have gave out over the last 5 years. Let's see. Will you be doing any contest this year? Bushcraft family, right now, no. Because of funds right now, I have no funds. And that's I'm not going to give anything out right now until I get stuff fixed from last year. I got to take care of last year first before I start anything this year. We don't, like for my channels combined, I didn't even get a paycheck this month. So, a little behind. Next month I'll get paid. I still got to give out our member gifts. And so those member gifts will start getting out. Like Serena, I have to give Serena's and other people's their membership gifts out. So until I take care of them, I'm not giving anything out. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I know how that is. And if I had something where I had extra money I knew was coming in, it's totally different. But right now, even if I've received $100, that's going to go to just a bill, not for gardening. That would have to go to more household bills. Am I progressing? Yeah, I'm progressing. Slowly, very slowly, but I'm progressing. If I could Uber right now, that would make a huge difference, but I do not have a car. So, well, I do have a car, but it's kind of just ticking away to get me to work right now. And so I would Uber on Saturday nights, but right now I haven't Ubered in the last 3 months. So I got still some more videos promoting Wide Family Farm. I got to find on my phone. That's not even out there. It's pretty funny. I still can't believe I had a wedding. A person that just got married. Unbelievable. And all of a sudden, I picked them up in an Uber and I had to transport them from one place to another place quick. And they had to wait until they got introduced at the party. So they're waiting in my car. And I'm like, hey, would you guys want to do something for one of my friends? And they did a Wide Family Farm commercial. Oh, check out Wide Family Farm. I couldn't believe it. It was great. They're ready to get introduced. And I'm like, this is too funny. I got to ask. And he did it. And then he went in, oh, thank you so much for driving us around. Take care. I'm like, oh, thank you so much for doing the Wide Family Farm commercial. And Corky will be back next week. What did Jennifer say? I'm going to try grow as much as I possibly can. I've been trying bananas from seed and citrus. Then next year I can. Oh, there you go. I love that, Jennifer. I love that. See, another thing is we're gonna move sometime or another at our house, and I'm not gonna invest in my yard. And I got some great compost going on. I tell you that, and it's not me. I'm not making it even. Check out our compost commercial. So every day at work, I'm grabbing 4 dirt. Well, not every day, but a lot of the days, I'm grabbing 4 things of dirt and putting in my backyard. Hey, if anybody wants to give away like Home Depot buckets, I need like 300 of them. I could grow all those peppers above ground. That'd be great. Actually, make it 600. Be like a backyard, like Jimmy Pickles. It'd be amazing. It's the pineapple. Man, you wouldn't believe any seeds I have here. Oh, okay. I'm definitely growing this. 100% vintage wine. One of my top 3 tomatoes, if not my type tomato, the vintage wine. I absolutely love growing this tomato. 100%. Somebody also talked about orange chef's orange tomato, and they said it was their favorite tomato, and I forgot who asked that. It was one of the channels I was following. They can't find the seeds, but I found some. I'm gonna grow some. Once I figure out who it was, I'm gonna give it some to you. Blueberries wasn't my favorite. I'll grow one of these blueberries. What do we got? Chocolate pear tomato. Only one tomato or 2 tomatoes. If they both germinate. Chocolate pear tomato. Giant Belgium. Huge. Moscovich. Another great tasting tomato. That's tomato is great for sandwich. The Moscovich tomato. Great tomato for sandwiches. Gold medal. I think we talked about that before. Rum. What do we got here? Snow White. Definitely growing a Snow White tomato. We're not going to go through this whole tomato seeds that I have, guys. Just discussing some of the tomatoes I want to grow, and I want to make sure I connect with you guys today. I should be on Garden State tomorrow at 5 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. It could change. So this is Little Red Riding Hood. Bad picture, but I'm growing a Little Red Riding Hood because, again, it's a name thing. Also growing, cow's tit tomato. So, got to grow it because of the name. I'll grow that next to another tomato, like the pud tomato. Okay, let me just keep on. I'll be growing African brown tomato. We're going to have heirlooms, John at hrseeds.com. He's going to come on. Great guy. And he's originally from Jersey. And Heirloom Reviews on YouTube. Go check out the Heirloom Reviews. It's great making connections with these companies. I have done for years, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, we're going to... Oh, that's right. So, Bushcraft Family. Can't wait to see Corky and Family in June again. They made a connection at the Canon Conference, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to having Corky on starting next week again. So, yeah. Boom to everybody. Boom. Tigerella tomato. Again, one of my 100% of growing this tomato. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love growing that tomato. This is another tomato I'm definitely growing. Georgia Streak tomato. Georgia Streak. Nice, bounty, colorful tomato. Healthy. Anytime you say healthy. Red truffle tomato. This will be the first time I'm growing this tomato. The red truffle tomato. Black cherry. Granny Cantrell's tomato. If Granny said grow it. One planted East, Arkansas North. A lot of people love the taste of this tomato. So definitely growing that tomato. Purple Rain. Definitely growing a Purple Rain tomato. So I'm starting these seeds. After this live, that's exactly what I'm going to. Right to tomato starting. I'll be doing this all night. So I gotta clean up in here. And other stuff just has to wait. If I need a break, I'll go outside and plant something. Maybe some tomatoes. Mr. Stripey Tomato. And also got to start my peas. Rose de Vern. That's a really good tomato. Grow Big TV. Thank you guys for all sticking with me for a little while this morning. I appreciate you guys being here. There's another carbon tomato. Look at the meat, guys. Excellent. Excellent. For me, I have diverticulitis, so I got to have little seeds. I can't have seeds like, take care, Uncle Al. We're out of here in a little bit. So thank you so much for supporting me. Tomato, berries, crazy, cherry. That's what they look like. Nature's Riddle. I heard a lot of good things about this tomato. Nature's Riddle. Look at the cat face in that sucker. Yellow pear. People have liked this tomato. Yellow pear. Black strawberry. That's what the black strawberries look like. Blue gold berries. And yeah, so that's what I'm growing, guys. I got tons of tomatoes. I guess I'm growing a lot of yellow tomatoes. Food Forest Permaculture. Howie's here. So good to see you, Howie. You can start using Howie Culture, guys, and go check out Food Forest Permaculture. One of the nicest men out there. That's so helpful for everybody. Talk about a guy that I don't understand why people, sometimes it gets 15, 20. You should be getting 100 people in every live. Just a great person to listen to and so knowledgeable. And he's a really cool cat. Really cool guy. Pork chop tomato. Pork chops and applesauce. Every time I see pork chop tomato, that's what I say. Pork chops and applesauce. Not a tomato. That's disgusting. Dr. Richie's tomato. Richie, whatever. So that tomato. There's the vintage wine again. I can't get enough of the vintage wine. Okay, guys, we'll be here all day if I go over every single variety. I got a lot of work to do just to go through everything I have. I have a big one upstairs that was overpiled. Yeah. Good thing if you eat these seeds, keep on. Oh, how does Scotch Bonnet get in here? Huh. Get over there. I got a lot of work to do. I'm sorry I'm not spending more time with you guys. That's just I need to work. I need to get this stuff done. I gotta get my outside cleaned up. There's sister Patty. That's it. I'm growing a lot of dwarf plants this fall and winter. So micro stay inside and see what I could do for outside for dwarf plants. So that's the plans with dwarf plants. I'm not growing them in the summer. And so, guys, I'm out of here. Time to get to work for the rest of the day. Well, my kind of work. Seeds. And trying to organize my tomato collection. And I got to get this cleaned up because let me see if I can show you. So I have 4 levels on the top rack, 4 layers on the bottom rack. So it's 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 times 72. That's all sweet and hot peppers in the back. And then I'll have 16 trays of tomatoes. And so what I do is I leave my lights on 24/7, 12 hours for tomatoes, 12 hours for peppers. Give an hour or two. Welcome in, Tammy. And that's how I store my seeds inside. So I got to get all this stuff here, put it somewhere where I have no room. And then I just maneuver stuff around. So that's how I store my tomatoes and peppers inside. And that's the plan. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to make this stall room to do my shows and stuff. Okay. I take care, everyone. So happy you guys are here and supporting me. And it means the world, because if you guys weren't here, I wouldn't be doing this show. So, so I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 5:15, closer to 5:15. I'll go on 45 minutes for Garden State Gardener. And I hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys for your love and support. Take care. Have a growing day.